Good afternoon on what is a grey, overcast but mild day. It is Tuesday the 14th of December. I'm back in the Nook with a nice hot cup of tea, some parcels just to show you. Yeah, this, okay, and of course a cat who is not ours, who wants my lap. So he's going to be really annoying for the next 10 minutes or so, and then he's going to sit down, because that's what he normally does. So, a couple of big boxes to go through today, bit by bit. Let's make a start. I'm not going to look at that one. I'm going to go into the smaller one just yet, but I'm going to get into the larger one too. So this is the one from my friend Keith, with all the bits and pieces he sent from the US. So, pulling the things out, first off is socks. Already had a look at the socks in the big video, basically the box of me pulling out things for a big box. I want to thank Janelle for her choice in socks. Hello, yes, you're lovely. Next thing we have is Spectral Crew, and I've already told you about that. That's the patch for my friend Bud of Bud's RPG Reviews, and is essentially, and you can buy this. It's basically a patch for the scenario Viral, which we're currently playing, and is essentially a team of ghost hunters on the prowl on an island off the coast of Sicily. So yeah, that's interesting. So let's go. What do we got down here? Oh, let's have a look. So these are all securely wrapped, but I'm going to go through and check them because I need to. So let's. Where's the knife? You know, basically I have to twist around with the cat on my lap. I should have prepared for this. But he will settle down eventually. He's just got to get used to the idea that I'm not paying full attention and my lap is warm enough. So yes, it is taking on a bit of time for me to get to the first thing in here. And essentially what this means is I'm going to have to rewrap this. And there are a couple of things in here. Or actually there's several things in here, but some of which I have already unboxed. But the one, let's have a look. Look at that one. That one, that one, yeah, these are for our friends Bud and Julian, and the first thing I'm going to look at is this. Okay, so, yes, bit late, but there's a good reason for this, because it's basically, as I said, it's Tuesday the 14th of December. And this is a release for Free RPG Day, which took place October the 16th. And I've done a whole stream of all the unboxings of these, and I'm working my way reviewing them. But I couldn't get hold of a copy of this. Okay, basically it was one of, I think, 3 things which didn't make it in time to the organisers of Free RPG Day to go into the international boxes. Fortunately, Keith was able to track some copies down, which I'm really grateful, because honestly, of all the releases in this for this year's Free RPG Day, the Goodman Games titles are the ones I really wanted to look at, because they're always entertaining. So this is Dungeon Crawl Classics, Tomb of the Savage Kings. It's a Free RPG Day scenario for 2021, a level 2 scenario, a level 2 adventure by Stephen Newton, who's I reviewed let me see, a couple of his scenarios for Dungeon Crawl Classics previously, as well as one for Mutant Crawl Classics. Yeah, they're like it. I really like it. I like his scenarios, and I have actually had the benefit of playing through this one because I couldn't get hold of it. Brendan LaSalle, who runs a really great game of Dungeon Crawl Classics, invited me to come and join him on but basically a playthrough on Free RPG Day, which was absolutely fantastic fun, I have to say. He's a great GM, and I only have actually had a chance to GM with him, play with him once live at Gen Con in person, and basically just said, come and join me for the game, and just said, hi, this is my friend Pookie, he's going to join in, and I just dropped in. We were playing X-Craw, and yeah, it was great fun. And this is fun too, because as you can see, it's an Egyptian-themed tomb scenario. Now, it's not very long because it's a release for Free RPG Day, but it's still going to be fun, I bet. So, Dungeon Crawl Classics, Tomb of the Savage Kings, Free RPG Day 2021, a Level 2 adventure by Stephen Newton. Port Nell's most popular and wealthy socialite, the widow Zita Azter, has approached the PCs in a desperate plea for assistance. Zita's sister Isabel has gone missing. Isabel had recently been smitten with a mysterious suitor who fancies himself an adventurer. Zita fears the stranger may have enticed Isabel to seek out the moon spear of Andoheb. Most of who have searched for the spear have never been seen again, but those foolhardy souls never had your skills or your confidence, and the widow is paying handsomely. Brilliant. Okay, so that's on the back, and where it says, it does say that, free, not cat's head. And inside we have basically advert for Quick Start. If you've never tried DCC, do. It's fun. It's a really fun retro clone. And then onto the artwork. I'll just show you that. That's really fantastic artwork. Always love how basically there's always a sense of excitement and or danger or wonder to the Dungeon Crawl Classics artwork. And then we get into the story, and this is, we've actually got a little inscription in almost sat down there, cat, from The Mummy, 1932 Universal Monsters movie, presumably that's the one with Boris Karloff, and then we've got some story, basically the Dame's backstory. So basically, the first thing I like about this is it says the Dame's story. So automatically, if you want to pulp this up, pulp it up. Then we've got the Judge's backstory, the real backstory. And the other thing is about the Dame's backstories. You could easily imagine Dungeon Crawl Classics. Essentially, somebody should do a pulp crawl classics, basically. In the vein of Indiana Jones, that would be kind of fun, and you could run this scenario. So then we got the Judge's backstory, running the adventure, and we get into the player start. So really quite quickly get down to basics, and essentially to enforce the whole sort of like Egyptian feel, we have the strip of on the wall with full of hieroglyphs and art paintings. And then to basically impart a sense of imperil, you have the classic image of stepping into the maw of some giant creature, carved stone, as carved out of the stone. But it could simply just be a statuary, but also it could actually be alive or moving or something. Yes, all right. He's actually pouring me, going, "Why aren't you fussing me? Why aren't you fussing me?" So I know you're. The thing is, what's ridiculous is that I know. Ow, okay. Yeah, stop biting me. I mean, he's not seriously biting me, but he is going, what? Yeah. So I am kind of trying to fight my way to get through this, and he's really insistent about the attention I'm paying him. So here we've actually got the map. I have a slightly sticky finger, where he's been basically getting my attention. So you can see the whole, it's quite a short dungeon, and we've got the mummy there, and the strange creatures down below, and the evil baboons, and basically classic creatures of, he settled down at last. That sort of like you get with basically the whole Egyptian thing. And then really that's it. It's concluding the adventure. I mean, really you don't have very many pages. This is 11, 12, so it's 16 pages long. And then we've got the final encounter there. And then Appendix A, Dramatis Persona. basically dealing with ancient NPCs, contemporary NPCs, essentially just listing them. Then we've got some adverts, basically things like Dungeon Core Classics, the Lankmar box set, and the Mutant Crawl Classics, and then essentially the road crew, essentially the team of judges who run games on the road for Goodman Games. Yeah, and then Empire of the East, which is the latest release. So a bit of advertising, of course. That's fine because essentially what it's meant to do. But essentially, this is a one-session scenario, and if you've got like an Egyptian-themed campaign, yeah, it's great. And I think Hammer suit set, basically the box set from Green Ronin did, that would go perfectly with this. A little bit of adjustment in terms of the mechanics, because obviously they're different between Dungeons & Dragons 3rd edition and Dungeon Core Classics. But at the same time, I really like the idea of running this in a modern day kind of setting with Indiana Jones style characters, a bit like, so Pulp Crawl Classics. That will be fun. Anyway, okay, so another release for Free RPG Day. One of the few I didn't get first time around, and I'm very glad that I've got them now. Fantastic. And I really look forward to reviewing this and seeing what's in it after having played it. Now, now when you'll see this, okay, it's going to be a few months after Free RPG Day, but I do hope that you are a few weeks after Free RPG Day. So I do hope that you were able to get to your friendly local gaming store and get some of these titles. You can track some of them down now, or you can download a lot of them, and you'll also find I've done a whole load of unboxings for these, and then I'm reviewing them as I'm slowly going across. So eventually you'll see a review of this in the link down below. Anyway, thank you for watching another unboxing in the Nook. If you've enjoyed this, please do click the like button down below. And of course, if you've got any comments or feedback, I appreciate you posting those. And lastly, if you want to be alerted to yet more unboxings in the Nook, whether it's a Free RPG Day title, there are more of these to come, just a few more, or a game or book which I will unbox and talk about to the best extent of my knowledge for roughly 10 minutes or so. All of course accompanied by a nice hot cup of tea and a cat who is not ours. And this is in this instance. Yeah, if you do all that, if you want to be alerted to all that, then please do hit the subscribe button. Once again, thanks for watching, and I'll be back again soon with another unboxing in the Nook. Bye for now.